Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. It's actually kind of a funny one, but it's also super fun, and I'm really excited about it. As you guys saw by the title, we'll be doing my bridesmaid makeup. So basically, so my sister just got married. I was had the honor of being her maid of honor, and so it was super fun. And this is how I did my makeup. I'll show you guys how I did my makeup, obviously, for that day, just like what my thoughts were using certain products and that kind of stuff. Give mini reviews, of course, of the products as well, how they wore, how my makeup looked at the end of the night, the whole juicy tea. But I will mention that I actually did post a silent get ready with me a week or two ago. If you guys, that was no talking, just music. I loved that video. You guys loved that video. I thought it was super fun. And it was just I really loved that makeup look as well. So I ended up wearing mostly the same things for the wedding, basically. So it may be the repeat products, but this time obviously we'll talk about them, go through them, and that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys don't mind. I also will mention that I am just trying to figure out a way to do. I did do my sister's makeup as well, so the bride's makeup as well, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do a bride makeup tutorial because I can put it on myself, which is fine. But obviously I wasn't the one who wore it, so it's like, I don't know, and I probably, like, because I was doing her makeup and we're sisters, it was just we were able to be a little bit more chill, and she was able to tell me exactly what she wanted, and I already know, like, her face too, because I've done her makeup a lot of times already at this point, so I kind of know. But our makeup, we don't do, our faces wouldn't look the exact same. I don't know why I'm like screwing this up, but I'm just trying to say that since we have different tastes and different styles, like I could do what I did on her, but that may not be the same way I would do my bridal makeup, but it's what she wanted and she ended up loving it. So I was like, I don't know what you guys would prefer, so you guys can let me know, would you want me to do how I did her makeup, because I know a couple times people have asked for me to do a bridal makeup tutorial, so just let me know what you're thinking. Wow, long intro. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. I just wanted to give a lot of disclaimers there, but let's jump right in. First, we started off with the City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. This is the shade Clear. I just wanted my lips to look juicy, and it is kind of earlier, quote, that's a quote, it's like 9:30 or whatever. It's not like early, but either way, I feel like my lips still look juicy from the morning, just the morning juice. But this is always helpful to make them look plump, more juicy. If you have not tried City Lips, the link is always in the description. If you want to use my link, my code, the whole nine is always down below. Shameless plug. Then for the first time in that video, I tried this and then I wore it for like a week straight. I've not stopped using this. This is the this is the Covergirl Trublend Skin Enhancer Primer. It's the Plush Plump one. So they have a bunch of different versions of these, but I wanted one that was just hydrated, and so this one says 48-hour hydration that instantly plumps skin. Clinically proven to increase skin's radiance, cooling water-based formula immediately revives tired skin, enhances skin to create a bouncy smooth canvas for flawless makeup, natural dewy finish. Gosh, I feel like, again, what I wanted from this was just a good hydrating drugstore hydrating primer, and I feel like that does that. Now, will I say that it actually like plumps I don't know, like not really, like it's not something I look for though. I just really wanted it to be hydrating, and the texture of it is that more like, it feels more water-based, but it does feel like moisturizing, and so I love the texture. I love the finish because it does make my makeup look hydrated all day long. It melts into the skin, keeps my skin feeling hydrated, and then it's a great base for the foundation that I'm putting on top of it. So a lot of what it said I definitely would 100% agree with. I think some things, like, I don't know, clinically proven to increase skin's radiance. I guess like I look more radiant, but I don't know. But I have been loving this primer. So wanted to update you guys on that because it was a newer product to me. And like, well, would you trust a new product like when you need your makeup to look good? I don't know, it would be hard, but I felt like because I tested it for like a week before, I was like, oh, perfect, which again normally is not the case, but like we flew to Texas, so I didn't have the luxury of just like bringing as many primers as I wanted. But honestly, the first time I used it, I was like, oh, it's literally perfect. It is a little bit tacky, but it's not like anything like the the Power Grip or anything. It probably is the most similar to the NYX Plump Right Back. But I would have to like compare them to tell you like the complete difference. I would say this one's probably less tacky, but still a little bit tacky. I promise this video is not going to be that long. This next is the Revlon Skin Caring Foundation Illuminance. It's the shade 405. This is like one of the only more medium coverage foundations that I kept during my declutter. I got rid of a lot of more medium coverage foundations. This one I just feel like it honestly gives, it's like medium coverage, but it gives the effect of something that's more natural, more like something more, yeah, natural, like skin-like, but it has that beautiful radiance that just, I don't know, it just makes your skin, like, it's definitely like a pick-me-up foundation. And sorry, we still have the Grinch mirror out for the season. I couldn't tell if that went in my eyes and my nose. I don't know. I was like, I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, it just looks so stunning, but it does have that coverage. And so it's like the best of both worlds, because I definitely wanted my skin to look a lot more flawless than maybe it is. And so I really wanted something that was a little bit higher coverage, but still looked skin-like and looked natural, and I feel like this is the perfect foundation for that. You can see it is a radiant, so I feel like for those of you with like oily skin, or you don't necessarily want something radiant, first of all, I feel like the right powders can make this look less radiant. But I would say like probably not the best bet for someone with like more oily skin, but I have dry skin, and so this was like the perfect foundation. And I know how it works. I know the color, like how it looks on my skin. Like I know all the things about this foundation because I've had it for so long, so it was like perfect foundation. And since I've been using this, like since I used it that day, again I used it for like a week because that's the only foundation I brought, but I haven't stopped reaching for it because it's literally so good. And it will be probably one of the only more medium coverage foundations that I keep for a while, because the shade match is really good too. I kept telling myself, don't forget, and I forgot. But I did this in another video recently too, the e.l.f. Brow Lamination Gel. This is where my craze for this started. But usually I like to do it before foundation, but we're gonna try it anyway. You just brush the brows up. I don't know who I saw do it, but I definitely saw someone do it, and I was like, okay, let's try it. So you brush the brows up, and then you use the other side to kind of set them in place, and then you kind of just let them stay there, and then they stay there to the end of the day. It's great. So this is when I kind of figured out this routine that I love so much. Perfect. And then we'll fill it in later, but for now we'll just kind of leave it like that. Again, I like to do this step before foundation so that it doesn't disrupt my foundation, but honestly doesn't look like it did that, so perfect. For concealer, I opened up my Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have the shade 6.5. I love this concealer so much, honestly. You know, sometimes when I repurchase products, I'm like, oh wow. You know, you kind of realize like maybe it wasn't all you chopped it up to be, but this is one of those products that like I'm like, oh yeah. Like I definitely loved it for the right reasons, and so I'm so glad that I have it back in my collection because my concealer game was struggling. And then when I put this on, I was like, oh yeah, this is like the best concealer I've ever tried ever. And so it looks good every single time. Again, something that I wanted to not age me. I didn't want it to make like my under eyes look more aged, but I also wanted it to look natural. So I didn't want it to be full coverage, like, you know, the I can't think of the word, but only the action. Like I didn't want it to like, yeah, just basically be too full coverage. So I think this one is perfect. I would say it's more of a nice medium coverage, but I don't know, it just depends on how you wear it, how much you put, how much you build it up. But I thought it was perfect. Again, it just aids to itself to like that more natural face, but obviously has a good amount of coverage where it's covering up what you want, the dark circles, the under eye designer Gucci bags, but still it looks a little bit healthier, a little bit more youthful, if you will. I did, of course, use the Pat McGrath under eye powder. This is like the perfect combo. I'm literally obsessed. It is probably an expensive combo, but an amazing combo nonetheless. So if you have not tried this powder, I don't know what you're doing, but this combo, I truly don't know what you're doing. It's so good. Guys, I ended up getting these wicked brushes and I love them by It Cosmetics. Oh, I love them. But then I went in with the Makeup by Mario Transforming Skin Enhancer, the shade Medium Dark. I'm just extending the pan slowly but surely, but I love it. And I love this skin enhancer. I think it just looks so good. Again, it looks so effortless, but you can tell something's going on there, but you're like, ooh, what is that? It's just like a natural bronze, a natural contour. Like, it just looks so stunning, so natural. I did use this on my sister as well, which when I opened this, I was like, girl, I hope you know this has been through a lot. And she was like, it's fine. It's fine. Beauty is pain. We agreed that beauty was pain, and so nothing happened though. This is the thing. Like, it's not necessarily like causing any reactions or anything. It's just a little bit used and abused. It's a little bit old, so probably gotta get a new one. But you know, when it's your sister, you trust, and it ends up working out great. So that worked out, but it just looks so stunning. So if you, again, this is another one of those, if you have not tried this, it's literally so gorgeous. If you want to splurge, I would. This is one of those case scenarios where it wasn't like I was trying to use my only drugstore or only high-end. I was trying to use the products that I loved the most, that I felt were the most effortless and gave me the right vibe, and this was it. This freaking thing has been a life changer. This is the Huda Beauty blush filter in the shade Latte. I've just been obsessed because it's not too pink, not too terracotta, it's not too orange, it's not too brown. It's just like the perfect color, truly, where it just looks like a natural blush. It is a little bit more bronzer-esque, where it has like that bronzier tone, but you can tell it's still a blush. Ooh, delicious. It's just not looking like too out there. I'm a blush girl, and so I was like, yeah, let's go a little crazy with the blush. But honestly, it just turned out so good. So I was truly obsessed. I don't know why this happens to me every single time. Like, this side always looks so good, and then this side I just need to add a little bit more. But I'm obsessed. This is a newer product, but it's just so effortless. It looks so good. The color is so stunning. So check, check, check. And then I went in with the Makeup by Mario, so what is this called? The Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin powder. You can see it's a hot mess all of a sudden because I used it and I was like, I need you to, like, you know, usually I like it to come out slowly. This I was like, I need a lot, and so she got a little crazy, and then I ended up just using the powder puff that it came with because I felt like it set the makeup even, like, not even better, but it set the makeup more, if you will. Normally I don't want it to be overly set. I just want it to kind of look you know, smooth and airbrush, but this I really needed it to like stay. So I was like, okay, we're gonna really set it. And I love this powder because I feel like I could have just kept putting powder and powder and it never looked dry or cakey or heavy, and that's exactly what I want. I want it to be set in place, like literally not going anywhere, but still look like I have a little bit of powder. Like, oh, this is natural, you know? Like, I haven't, honestly, I want it to look like I got no powder on. I just want it to be set in place, not going anywhere, and look au natural. So guys, tell me to sit up straight, come on. But it ended up working out great. So love this freaking powder. I'm surprised I'm not more through with it, but I don't know, I guess it's a good thing. You got a great bang for your buck. You just see, it just looks effortless, smooth, it looks airbrushed, it looks so flawless. I'm obsessed. Then I went in with the ColourPop Silver Strand Breach Matte Bronzer. Again, something that I just wanted was like not too dark, not too light. It was like a perfect bronzer. I also used this on my sister, so I was like, it's just a little bit easier not to have to bring another bronzer, but also that this one is just like my favorite bronzer ever, so it was literally perfect. It's just so smooth, so lightweight, and it just like makes the skin look, again, so effortless but still bronzier. And obviously that has to go to the color as well. Like, it's a really good, nice, natural color. It's not too warm, not too cool. It's like that perfect neutral. It is more of a warmer neutral, but it looks more neutral on my skin tone, I should say. And so I just think it's so perfect. A little bit sun-kissed, but not too crazy, not too dark. Again, perfect. But the formula is just so easy to use, and it's an affordable bronzer. Again, not that I specifically did anything for price or for like to try to use drugstore or high-end, whatever. It wasn't like that. It was just genuinely what I needed to make sure my makeup looked good. And then we had the ColourPop pressed powder blush in the shade Chip. Of course, I had to top it off with this. I just think it's definitely a similar tone to the bronzer, where it is a little bit more neutral, a little bit more bronze, but not too dark or anything. It's like that perfect combo where it still has that like kind of rosier undertone. Oh, so stunning. The combo looks perfect. I honestly can't remember on the day if I ended up putting this on or not, because I was running around like a mad woman. It wasn't that bad, but I was just trying to like hurry up and do my makeup, so I can't remember if I actually wore this on that day, but I know that this is what, like, I'm pretty sure that I did. Pretty positive that I did. But again, just all the same effect. You see, just like, it all works together. Then I went in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I wanted something that wasn't going to be glowy, but wanted to be more hydrating, and I felt like this was the perfect setting spray for that, because again, it wasn't going to add glow or be overly like hydrating where my face looked dewy or anything. It just was going to add a bit of hydration, the perfect amount of hydration, that was going to keep my makeup looking fresh all day long. Yeah. Perfect. I feel like I was just thinking about this. I feel like bridesmaids makeup is kind of hard because it's like you don't want to do too much, but you still want to look really good. It's like, so how do you like balance that? I think a lot of the other, all the other bridesmaids, so it was 3 other girls, my sister, my cousin, and then one of my sister's best friends. It was them 3. They were in it, and they all did their own makeup. So it's like we didn't like hire someone to do makeup because it was kind of like the design of the wedding was definitely super chill. And so it was kind of like, you know, why pay someone to do the same routine that you're going to do your own makeup with? So it's kind of hard. It's definitely like that balance between like, you want to obviously look good, look put together, like look your best, but not look like she's trying to take attention away from the bride. And so also that was like kind of my goal. I was like, okay, I want to look like snatched and like put together, but I don't want to look like, yo, this girl is going to, I don't know, a royal ball or something, you know. It was definitely interesting, but it was nice too because I was doing my sister's makeup, so I kind of knew, kind of going based off what she was sending me, what she wanted, that it wouldn't take away. And obviously she's the one in white, and so the attention's on her. There was nothing, I wasn't doing anything graphic liner or anything crazy at all, so don't worry about that. But I think it is still like, if you're someone who's gonna be a bridesmaid, or you want to do your own makeup for a bridal party, whatever it is, I feel like this kind of vibe is definitely the safest bet in my humble opinion. But then I went in with the NYX brow pen. That's if you're obviously looking for ideas. If you're just simply looking to, because you want to watch the routine, then hey, obviously you do you. But if you're looking, I think it is like, oh my gosh, I think it is just a more difficult like moment, because you're like, I don't know, like, and then what is that new thing where it's like blush blindness or whatever it is, makeup blindness. And I think that's so true. Like when you're the one doing your makeup over and over again, sometimes you get into a habit of something that may not look the best, which I may be guilty of, who knows. So sometimes you do want someone else to do your makeup, or you want to try something new for the day. Definitely, I would say try it at least a week in advance so you have some time to kind of work it out, see what you like, see what you don't like. But also, this is just a great place to start, I feel like, if you're looking for like, where should I start? I don't know. Who am I? Because I could have whatever blindness. I probably have blush blindness too, not gonna lie though, because I love a good blush and I don't care. But I just went in with a spoolie to kind of just blend the marker in with the brows, and it just always looks so perfect. Again, so effortless. I'm excited to see the pictures because I'm like, I know my makeup will look good. If anything, my makeup look good. Did I have a six-pack? No. Was I super fit? No. But does my makeup look good? Yes. Alright, then for some eyeshadow, I ended up having, again, on the day, obviously when I filmed that video, I had a little bit more time. On the day of, I was really rushing my eyeshadow the most. So honestly, I just took like these two colors and ended up blending them. It's the lightest matte and then the more neutral medium matte. And I ended up just throwing that all over the lid. Again, my eyeshadow looked a lot softer on the day of, which again, I'm not mad at it. Like, it's not bad. But just keep that in mind if you want it to be a little bit deeper. It's definitely possible with this palette, but I just went a little bit softer. Maybe I could zoom you in or not. And then I take those same two shades and blend it on the lower lash line. Honestly, is it needed to use both of those? Not necessarily, but again, if you mix them, this light shade and this medium shade, it's gonna look a lot softer on the eye. Whereas if you just use like the medium shade, obviously it's gonna look a little bit more medium. Which again, just depending on what your goal is here. Honestly, same brush. I just dipped in with the deepest shade here and popped that on the outer corner. Again, the goal is to look a little bit more softer, not as deep or dramatic. But who knew? Like, this palette, I definitely had my phase with this palette. I was obsessed with it. And then I kind of haven't used it in a hot minute. And then all of a sudden, she's my bestie again. It's fine. I'm glad I kept her. But I don't know if you can see, like, the dips. I don't know. You're probably not. But there are, like, dips in both of these. In this color mostly, but this color as well. I'm like, oh, good. We love her. What was this one? Oh, yeah, the mini of my mini dream palette. Very easy. And then I just took this color right here, this shimmer, and popped that on the lid. Again, very easy. Nothing too dramatic. I like something that was a little bit deeper. It's a little bit more silver, but has a lot more base pigment to it. It's not like it's not like champagne or like, you know, too frosty, because I feel like those always end up being more of like I was gonna say jump scare, but like more of, yeah, they pop a lot more. And so I was like, I don't want anything to look like I had like glitter, no, we weren't doing all that, you know? Keeping it simple, keeping it easy. I'm just gonna go and blend out the crease a little bit. Again, nothing too crazy. I don't wear eyeliner or anything like that, like liquid eyeliner, pencil eyeliner. No, I just went in with mascara. So we did end up using the Tartelette Tubing Mascara XL. So I actually had this mascara and I was gonna use it, but I hadn't used it yet. I like left it in this box for a video. And then when I did my sister's trial run, she didn't have a mascara, and we were talking about like waterproof mascaras. I hate waterproof mascaras. I just don't wear them. And so I haven't had an event that I really like needed it for either. So I was like, whatever. I was like, if my mascara runs, like my mascara runs, because I hate waterproof mascaras. But I had been using the Tarte Tubing Mascara, the regular one, for a while, and I was like, I'm pretty sure like this one is just like, it's not necessarily, it doesn't, when I was looking at the thing, it doesn't say it's waterproof, but I know that it's like only comes off with like warm water. I don't know. I know it's gonna stick on more than like a regular Joe Schmo mascara, and so I was like, but she didn't try it like I told her to. And so then I just used this one on her that I had here, and then so she ended up keeping that one. And I told her, I was like, you're gonna have to cry in it, you're gonna have to, like, you know, do the whole 9 just to see, because I don't know. And sure enough, she held up. So I don't know if this one, again, I don't know if it necessarily claims to be waterproof. Like, I'm not saying go swimming in it, definitely not a hot tub, because then that'll make it, but it's a tubing mascara, so it'll come off in tubes and won't smudge, so then you can take it right off. So it's really genuine, honestly easy. If you end up wearing it in like warm water, I'm not saying like full submersion, but definitely tears are fine. And she cried a lot and her mascara was chilling, and so it was perfect. So when she told me that it was working and it was great, I was like, okay, wait, I need to just try it for myself. And so I bought one for myself, and here we are, and I love her so very much. After my lips look nice, juicy, voluptuous, we went in with the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Tease. I love this lip liner so much. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it, but I gotta use up some other lip liners before I repurchase this. But this one literally, okay, this is all that's left. Literally all that's left. So I feel like I'm gonna have to repurchase it, but I gotta wait. But it's such a pretty color. Hold on. Duh. I feel like it's such a pretty color. Again, it's more neutral. It is a little bit cooler of a color, but it's still like more on the neutral side. It's not too dramatic. It's just, again, it looks like very, what is the word? Like almost blank canvas-esque. Like it's not going to be too bright or too dark or too anything. It's like perfect. Hence the word neutral, you know what I mean? But again, it's the perfect color for this eye look, I feel like, because it is a little bit cooler. We did wear rose gold and my makeup looked good with it, so it was fine. But then I had tried the By Mario lip gloss for the first time, the Super Shine ones in the shade Midnight Mauve, and I ended up wearing it again for like a week straight, and I cannot stop wearing this combo. It is so pretty. And it just made my lips look juicy, voluptuous. Again, still kept that like cooler look, more neutrally kind of look, but still matched my eyeshadow, still like didn't bring too much attention, didn't make me look stupid or anything. I felt like, here's the thing, this is all in my opinion, but anyway, I just thought the finishing look was so pretty. This would be great like prom makeup, I feel like, if you don't want to do anything super crazy. This is just a great, honestly, this could be a great bridal makeup routine too as well. If you're not looking for anything crazy, I would say this is for my neutral girlies, my bronzier, how do you explain it? Neutral, bronzy, cooler toned, medium coverage wearing girlies, because I feel like too, like the lippy's giving medium coverage, the eye look's giving medium coverage, like nothing too full coverage where it's like dramatic, but it's definitely like somewhere in the middle range. So I feel like, again, all around it was checking all the boxes. And then I didn't wear this the other day, but for the day of, I did pop this on, girl. I drowned my face in this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Mist. This thing is bulletproof. I put it on my sister. Some of the other girls do. This one is bulletproof. We both said it every single time we wore this. We were like, hold on, because I had to warn her before I put it on. I was like, it's gonna smell like hairspray, but I swear it's not hairspray. Because when the first time I put it on, I was like, wait. And then I was like, okay, it says makeup setting spray, big in back. So if you're like, wait, this is makeup setting spray. And it really does make your makeup last for so freaking long. So stunning. And that's why I kind of added the ColourPop as well, is because I knew I was gonna wear, oh, I just ate it. I knew I was gonna wear something like this where this is not gonna be hydrating or dewy or anything like that. This is gonna be more matte. I don't think it's drying or anything like that, but I do think it's gonna be more matte. And so if you have drier skin, you're gonna want to make sure your skin is already juicy and hydrated before you put this on. This is gonna lock it in place. And so I do feel like I needed both of those to kind of combat each other, but still, again, give me the most long wearing coverage and finish. So that's everything, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Would you wear this as a bridesmaid? I think it's perfect, but obviously to each their own. I definitely, again, I think lots of people could wear this and try this routine. I definitely, again, there's a mix of drugstore high end. I definitely think a lot of these have like drugstore alternatives or different options if you're curious. Obviously, I've talked about those time and time again, though on my channel. I really swallowed a lot of that. So definitely let me know if there's a specific product you're like, hey, do you have an alternative for, let's just say the Pat McGrath under eye powder? Like, definitely let's have a conversation about it. But this has definitely been like one of my go-to routines recently, and so I was also going to name this video my go-to current favorite routine, because it has been. Whatever. That is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.